Fox 2 News starts now.
Courthouse controversy in Detroit. Clerks accused of misconduct. 9 workers for Detroit's 36th District Court suspended tonight.
The chief judge tells Fox 2 they're under investigation for ticket fixing. Fox 2's Ron Savage live downtown with more on the accusations. Ron.
Well, Monica, we already know the feds are crawling around down here. The FBI investigating accusations of governmental corruption. Now this bombshell that you could have had a ticket fixed, perhaps. That's the accusation at 36th District Court. Fox 2 News learning this afternoon that 9 employees at the 36th District Court, these are clerks, and they are not judges, they are not magistrates, they're clerks or cashiers, and they have been suspended. Employees of clerks or cashiers suspended with pay pending this investigation. Here's the quote from Judge Marilyn Atkins. She says in her statement, whenever there are allegations of conduct on the part of court employees that compromises the integrity of our processes, we must investigate to the fullest extent. Public trust in our court system must be protected. 9 court employees on paid administrative leave right now, pending the outcome of this investigation. No one has been charged, we must be clear, and none of the judges or magistrates have been accused in this investigation. And we are told that this investigation kicked off in February. We're live downtown. Ron Savage, Fox 2 News.
A neighborhood in Ecorse on alert tonight after a 13-year-old girl is raped. Take a look at this sketch. Police say that this is the man who attacked the teen as she was walking home from a friend's house. There he is. It happened on Hyacinth between 14th and 15th Streets last Monday. The victim says the man was in his mid-20s. He had a tattoo on his right forearm, and he's missing a tooth. If you have any information about the crime, please call Ecorse Police.
A Sterling Heights firefighter is busted, charged with smacking a bartender in the head with a gun. Fox 2's Robin Schwartz tells us it happened while the firefighter was in uniform.
It was an ugly scene inside the Ugly Duckling Saloon. Police say this Sterling Heights firefighter, 44-year-old Joel Abernathy, was at the bar with his wife for the Sunday football special when they got into a nasty fight.
He left. He came back dressed in his firefighter's uniform with a gun.
And I think he mistook another person, which happened to be an off-duty bartender. He saw the back of her head and thought it was his wife and went up and put the gun to the back of her head.
The bar owner says Abernathy demanded his keys, but when the waitress turned around, he realized she was not who he was looking for. The firefighter's wife was in a different part of the bar at the time.
He went home, got his gun, and brought it back, and obviously with some bad intentions for that evening. And fortunately, no one was hurt.
Police say Abernathy does not have a license for the handgun, and he'd been drinking. They used his credit card receipts to track him down at home and arrest him. Right now, Abernathy is on administrative leave from the fire department while his supervisors review the situation. He's been with the department for about 12 years. Investigators have been searching trash cans and dumpsters looking for the gun. Abernathy says he threw it out when he left the bar. The firefighter faces assault and weapons charges. In Harper Woods, Robin Schwartz, Fox 2 News.
Tonight the numbers are in and they are not good. Detroit's Big Three seeing a big drop in sales, the worst in decades. Sales were down at Ford 34%. Chrysler didn't fare much better, sales down 33%. GM saw a drop of 16%. Even Toyota reported a huge slump, sales down 32%. Tonight Fox News' Charles Pugh is live in Southfield with a closer look at what these numbers mean for consumers. Charles.
Well, Huel, we're here at Moran showroom, and let me tell you something. They are down 20%. They've seen a 20% drop since September of last year. It's kind of like the perfect storm, really, for a drop in auto sales all over the country. High unemployment, especially here in Michigan, high gas prices, this credit crunch. And some industry analysts say they've seen a 50% drop in customers in showrooms in the last 2 weeks alone. And a lot of those people are going to used car lots.
You can always get a good, dependable car for $3 to $4 grand. That's all our price range is.
Frank Jamil runs Grand Auto Sales on 8 Mile in Detroit. He says that used car lots like his that don't offer financing. You bring in a lump sum, you get a car. They've been a much more popular option for those who don't want a car note, even though he says their sales have also been hit by a shaky economy.
Our market is slower than it usually is, but it's starting to pick up now because people can't really afford to buy a new car anymore. But you can always get a good deal on a used car. And especially if you buy it cash instead of finance, you can get a much better deal and you don't have to worry about a payment.
Z. Jackson has decided that new is not for him. In fact, he's letting his lease end in December. Then he's buying used.
And to be honest with you, I like a couple of the new cars that's out here. Right. I don't want to add on and then, you know, the stock market crash again or the gas go crazy again. I really don't want the extra right now. So just look for something nice, clean, I can pay for, be done with.
Yeah. Don't want to buy a new car?
No, I ain't trying to buy no new car right now.
Why is that?
Because new cars are too expensive and I don't got the money for all that.
Yeah. And the auto dealers around here realize that auto sales are like a roller coaster. There are down times, and they're simply waiting for the upswing. I'm Charles Pugh reporting live in Southfield.
All right, thanks, Charles. Of course, the recent auto sales slump tied to the struggling economy, and tonight the Senate hopes to do what the House could not, pass a financial rescue package. Money man Murray Feldman here right now with more on that. Murray?
Monica, senators say they're optimistic this bill is going to succeed because there is a bipartisan consensus that something needs to be done to prevent a financial collapse. Now, if you want to see the entire bill, go to myfoxdetroit.com right now. You'll see what they're going to vote on in about an hour and a half. The core of the new bill is the same as the first bailout package. It went down to defeat in the House of Representatives on Monday. It still provides $700 billion worth of relief, but also includes some new additions of tax breaks and a higher limit for insured bank deposits. Within the last hour, Senator Barack Obama spoke from the Senate floor.
So, to Democrats and Republicans who've opposed this plan, I say, step up to the plate. Let's do what's right for the country at this time, because the time to act is now.
We believe that we have crafted a way to go forward.
Presidential candidate John McCain also stepping off the campaign trail today to take part in tonight's vote on the Senate floor. Ahead of tonight's Senate vote on the financial bailout package, Dow Jones Industrials are down 19 points, S&P 500 falls 5, and the Nasdaq is down 22. There is widespread anticipation that the vote is going to pass. If it doesn't, well, look for Wall Street to be surprised. And you know what happens when Wall Street is surprised? We often have a huge stock sell-off the next day. We'll keep following all of this for you tonight on Fox 2 News and at myfoxdetroit.com. Hugh?
All right, Murray, thank you. Tonight, businessman Dave Bing is gearing up for what he calls the biggest challenge of his life, running for mayor of Detroit. The former Piston All-Star was named one of the 50 greatest basketball players in NBA history, but playing politics is a very different game. Bing will face as many as 30 opponents in next year's primary race, and he says his biggest rival may be the man who now holds the job, Ken Cockrell Jr.
I don't want him to fail and make bad decisions, and I'll be supportive as best I can, but I also understand that he would be my opposition. And I feel that with the team that I'm putting around me, it's going to be hard to beat.
Meanwhile, it is thanks but no thanks from Mayor Cockrell today. He doesn't need an expensive SUV. The lease expired today on that $60,000 black Cadillac Escalade, once used by former Mayor Kwame Kilpatrick. It's already been returned to GM, we're told. Mayor Cockrell says he's using a less expensive Chevy Suburban that's part of the police fleet. That's all he says he needs right now.
Thousands of Detroiters were stranded this morning after an apparent driver protest delayed city buses for hours. Mayor's office says the drivers refused to leave the bus yard after a fellow driver was fired. But as Fox 2's Carrie Birmingham shows us, many Detroiters say this wasn't the way to handle the dispute.
Frustrating can't begin to describe what D-Dot bus passengers went through.
I had an appointment at 9 and I made it there probably about 10:30.
Others who waited in the cold morning weather say they were blindsided by the bus driver protest.
I could have just got a ride instead of waiting on a bus because my son was late for school.
And whatever sympathy passengers might have felt for the fired driver was gone after their jobs were put in jeopardy for being late.
It's very frustrating because of the fact people are trying to get to work, get on time to work. And it's quite a few of them didn't get on time to work downtown here in Detroit this morning.
I think that's a shame because there's a lot of people that have to be at work. It's kids that got to go to school. It's just like if it was count day. That means kids want to get counted because of the buses. So it's bad. It's real bad.
But things did get a little better by afternoon when the mayor's office stepped in. The buses were crowded, but at least they were running.
We've been working with the Department of Transportation to make sure that we get the situation taken care of as fast as possible so we can get the buses back online and on time for at least the after school and the work crowd that are leaving.
Even though this was not a union-led effort, DDOT met with union leaders today to make sure something like this does not happen again. In Detroit, Carrie Birmingham, Fox 2 News.
She looks like the girl next door, a young woman found dead in a suspected dope house. Who is she?
If your kids are crazy for Cocoa Puffs, beware. According to a new report, some kids' breakfast cereals have as much sugar as a glazed donut. I'll tell you which one.
We're seeing a few peaks of late-day sunshine out there, but it is on the cool side. It looks kind of cool from our Fox cam here in Southfield, but more the same for tomorrow. We'll check the weekend forecast after the break.
Put the Fox 2 problem solvers to work for you. Got a tip or a story that you think needs investigating? Call 248-395-FOX2.
New at 6 tonight, she was young and in many ways looked like the girl next door.
Police say she died in a suspected drug house, and so far her identity remains a mystery. Fox 2's Bill Gallagher with how you can help.
The Oakland County Medical Examiner and Detroit police are trying to learn the identity of this woman. Her body was found in this home on Riverview on Detroit's west side in the early morning of September 11th.
EMS received a run over the 19,700 block on Riverview. And when they got inside, they discovered a young female in the bathtub, and they conveyed her to Botsford, where she was pronounced DOA at Botsford.
The woman died from a drug overdose, a combination of heroin and cocaine. There have been several reports of tainted dope in the area where she was found. A neighbor who asked not to be identified said there's been a steady stream of visitors and cars to this home, people coming and going all hours of the day and night. Detroit police prepared this drawing from autopsy photos.
She's 5'6". She's 116 pounds. She appears to be kind of young, between the ages of 18 and 22. She got some brown hair with some blonde streaks in it.
She also had a distinctive mark.
On her hand, she has a tattoo with the word, the letters LIES. We're trying to see if maybe somebody can recognize that part of it.
Anyone who can help identify the woman should call the Oakland County Medical Examiner at 248-858-5099.
She looks like any little young girl. I mean, she's clean, and you know, it's somebody's daughter, and we're just trying to find out who that person is, so we can, you know, have her taken care of the proper way.
In Pontiac, Bill Gallagher, Fox 2 News.
A murder mystery unfolding in a community near Grand Rapids. Police say 4 people found in a burned-out home earlier this week were killed before the fire. It's happening in Ottawa County. The sheriff there says 53-year-old Charmaine Zimmer, her 2 sons, and the girlfriend of one of the sons were all found dead Monday. So far, police are not saying how the victims died. The sheriff's office, state police, and the state fire marshal's office are all investigating. In Ann Arbor, police asking for help as they search for a female bank robber. Take a look. The woman walked into the TCF Bank at Stadium in Pauline yesterday morning and demanded cash. She's described as being 25 to 30 years old, about 5'7" tall, with blonde to light brown hair. Do you know who she is? Call police.
In HealthWorks, when it comes to your kids' breakfast, you're weighing bowl cereal or glazed donut. You would think the cereal would be healthier. Consumer Reports says maybe not. What kid doesn't beg for a big bowl of sugary cereal?
Many of these cereals have 3 or 4 teaspoons of sugar per serving.
Shirley Schmidt is a registered dietitian at Beaumont Hospital and is not surprised by a new Consumer Reports study that finds some children's cereals are more than 50% sugar. The magazine rated cereals based on sugar and fiber content.
When you consume something that has a lot of sugar and not much fiber, it doesn't fill you up as well, and then you're hungry soon afterwards.
Getting good marks, Cheerios, Kix, and Life, all topping the list, low in sugar with a decent amount of fiber. In the middle of the pack, surprisingly, Lucky Charms and Golden Grams. But falling into the fair category, Cap'n Crunch and Apple Jacks each have as much sugar as a glazed donut, 12 grams. Here's the good news.
we have options.
We want to find cereals that are lowest in sugar, preferably 4 or 5 grams of sugar at most. That's roughly equivalent to 1 teaspoon.
Even Rice Krispies are on the bottom of the list, not because they're high in sugar, but because there is 0 fiber in this cereal. For the complete list, check out our website. It's myfoxdetroit.com. That's HealthWorks. I'm Dina Santafonte.
Did you feel it this morning? That chill in the air means winter's on the way.
And that means snow, ice, and road salt can't be far away, but keeping your driveway clear will cost you more this year. Snowplow drivers tell us that the price of salt is up more than 100%. If that's not bad enough, many companies are being told if they don't stock up on salt now, they could be out of luck. It's a slippery slope that could take them and run them out of business.
The risk that we're taking as a private contractor is once we raise these prices for salt, customers are going to reduce their amount of salt, therefore making us sit on salt too. So it's kind of creating a frenzy here that with the economy the way it is, this is the wrong thing to happen at this point in time.
We're told the demand is so great right now, we could see a salt shortage before winter's end.
Let's get one thing straight. We do not have any snow in our forecast, Huel, Monica, so don't worry about the salt for the next couple of days. We do have a couple of leftover showers out there, especially along I-75, let's say beyond Auburn Hills up towards Flint, and then in the direction of Frankenmuth, some scattered showers coming down on that northwest flow. So a couple of stray showers around this evening. Today's high only 58 degrees. The average high is 68. Right now we're holding it a chilly 54 degrees out there. And this morning a lot of us were in the 40s. Right now a lot of us are in the low to mid 50s. How about 48 up there in Bad Axe, 50 in Port Huron, 52 in Lansing. And you'll see this broad circulation in the upper levels of the atmosphere. It continues to spin around moisture from this on the northwest flow. We do have one concentrated area of rain showers north and west of us, and that is why a couple of stray showers are possible this evening. And again tomorrow, we cannot rule out a few spotty showers with the same basic pattern. But the pattern will break down on Friday, and that means we're going to see a bit more sunshine. However, the cooler weather is here to stay. We do not have any significant warm-up in our 5-day forecast. Late in the day tomorrow, one last trough spins around, and that means a couple of spotty showers late in the afternoon on Thursday. For the rest of tonight, what you see is what you're going to get with the mostly cloudy skies. 42 the low. Don't be surprised with a few raindrops tonight or tomorrow as we top out on Thursday at only 58 degrees. And you'll see for the weekend, it won't be as cold. 59 there on Friday, 62 on Saturday, and then closer to average on Sunday. But the weekend will be rain-free, and I should say snow-free as well with that story. Yeah, no snow yet. Time now for my photo. And now this Detroit Lion knows how to play football. That's Malcolm streaking down the field during a recent Little League game. The action shot provided by E. Hollins, who says Malcolm blew by the competition with a speed sign him up. Yes, Malcolm is too young to suit up on Sunday against the Bears. Maybe in a few years. Send in your photos to myfoxdetroit.com. Search the keywords My Photo.
That is a great action.
There you
shot.
go. Exactly.
Yeah,
Go,
young
Malcolm.
man.
That's for sure.
Thanks, Rich.
Racked up more yards than the Lions did last week. Not bad. Well, time may be running out for what's left of the old Tiger Stadium. The Detroit City Council Committee decided today that a preservation group must pay $219,000 to the city by Tuesday of next week. If that payment isn't made, the council could vote the same day to completely demolish the old ballpark. Tonight, the old Tiger Stadium Conservancy says it will have the money on time. The group hopes to preserve a section of the stadium and turn it into a baseball museum.
The Lions looking for win number 1 against the Chicago Bears. I'm Woody Woodruff. We'll tell you how Detroit can get it done coming up next in sports.
Supporters.
All right, start with the NFL, where the Lions have been installed as a 3.5-point underdog in their upcoming game with the Bears. Detroit hoping to prove the odds makers wrong and pick up their first win. Woody Woodruff has more from their workout today in Allen Park.
In keeping the Eagles out of the end zone in the fourth quarter on Sunday, the Chicago Bears proved that their defense can win a game. And that's a model that the Detroit Lions have to use against Chicago coming up on Sunday.
Pretty intimidating. I mean, being that, you know, they're in regular formation, stopping the Eagles on the goal line. So, I mean, that's going to be a good challenge for us.
It's going to be a good game this week. It's a challenge for us. Both played at Tampa 2. Let's see who can play it better this week.
We know they got a good defense, and we know they got a very good offense as well. So our job is to go out there, for one, stop the run. They like to control the clock. They like to control the ball. and that's going to be our main focus. And then we got to eliminate explosion plays.
Once again, responsibility starts with the front seven, and this week they may include generating heat via the blitz to cook Kyle Orton in the pocket.
The packages have all been the same. You know, it's just a matter of us going out there and doing what we got to do, not making mental errors, not making mistakes. You know, the coaches have come with a good package for us to win the last 3 games. We just haven't done it. So this package is going to be the same as it always been. Just got to capitalize and do what we have to do.
The Bears may be looking tough, but the Lions could have their number. Remember, Detroit swept this series last year, and they've won 4 out of the 6 meetings with the Bears at Ford Field. Is that enough for a win? We'll see on Sunday. With the Lions in Allen Park, Woody Woodruff, Fox 2 Sports.
All right, now, tickets are still available for Sunday's game against the Bears. You can pick up good seats in the lower bowl, and they're going to need a big performance from you out there helping them to victory. Head over to DetroitLions.com. Check out the special money-saving deals that they have going. All right, don't forget you can be a part of Fox 2 Football Sunday. We come your way every Sunday morning at 11:30 a.m. Just log on to myfoxdetroit.com. Submit a question for myself, Wojo, and the killer Tom Kowalski. Maybe we'll use it on the air. Use the keywords, your call. All right, baseball playoffs underway. Action this afternoon in Philadelphia. Phillies and Brewers pick it up. Game scoreless in the third. 2 men on for Chase Utley. And he's going to drive one to center, and it's going to go off the glove of Mike Cameron right there. Both runs come around to score. 2-zip Philadelphia, and that was enough for Philadelphia starter Cole Hamels. He completely shut down the Brewers offense. Went 8 innings, gave up just 2 hits, didn't give up a run, and he struck out 9. He left in the 9th inning with the Phillies up 3-zip. Brad Lidge came on, got a little tight, but with the tying runs on, got Corey Hart swinging to end it. Phillies take game 1 with a 3-1 victory. Game 2 set for tomorrow. And a couple of more games coming up this evening. We'll have highlights tonight at 10 and 11. We'll see you then, Dave.
Thanks,
Thank you. Well, tonight, the roles Smelly Feet and Botox are playing in the child custody fight involving actress Sharon Stone.
Finding a new career just got easier because Detroit's #1 money man is now working for you. It's Fox 2's Job Shop.
Your link to thousands of local openings right now and expert tips on how to get those jobs.
Put the Job Shop to work for you. Watch Fox 2 News and log on to myfoxdetroit.com. Huel Perkins and Monica Gale tonight on Fox 2 News at 10.
You know that ad about stem cell research?
Shocking revelations tonight in the custody fight involving the star of Basic Instinct, Sharon Stone.
A judge questioning her instincts as a mother when it comes to the health of her son, Roan. The judge criticized Stone because she once wanted to inject Botox into her son's feet because they were smelly. Botox can paralyze sweat glands. The judge in San Francisco turned down Stone's request to move Roan from his father's home to live with her, saying Phil Bronstein can better deal with the 8-year-old's health. The couple divorced in 2004.
And that is the news so far. Thanks for watching, everybody.
We'll see you back here at 10. Access Hollywood starts right now.